All right, welcome back, music fans. It is I, the Real Music Observer, Dave here, observing real music in real time for real people just like you, right there, and me. Journey's last concert last night, and could be their last concert for quite some time. What did I think of it? Well, I was getting reports. I'm trying to get a live stream of it somehow. I don't know if you can purchase a live stream of the show. I went on YouTube, couldn't find one, and so forth. But I know there were people out there who had access to it or who were uploading videos from Citi Field and people watching those videos. I'll talk about Journey first. I'm then going to do some videos or a video. We'll see how many I do regarding the ranking by performance of those who attended Classic East. I did this for Classic West, and I think, again, you'll be surprised at who I thought did the best and who did the worst. Journey, all right, I won't blow the secret here. I guess I will blow the secret. Journey actually finishes dead last in my ranking. I'll tell you that right now, and here's why. Somebody sent some audio clips over to me. Every audio clip I listened to, whether it was a good recording or a lousy recording, was very distorted. So the sound techs at this event really screwed up when Journey hit the stage. Mr. Neil's guitar was very loud and distorted and was way out of proportion with what the rest of the band sounded like. I also have to say that Arnel had a horrendous night. I mean, he has been struggling as of late. Last night probably was the worst I've ever heard, and I'm not trying to make it sound dramatic. I listened to a good portion of Faithfully. There's this great opening where Jonathan Cain more or less talks about the foundations of the song and how he wrote the song, which is he and Steve, but they, you know, he gets the songwriting credits. He, of course, formulated the opening piano riff and so forth. It's a keyboard song. It's a keyboard-based tune and has some good guitar in it. Not disparaging the guitar player yet. Really, I'm not going to here in this video. This has to do with Arnel. Arnel sounded to me almost like sour milk. That's the... I'm sorry, that's the phrase that popped into my head. His phrasing, as usual, where he's holding notes and then rushing to phrase the next word and so forth, way off. Very whiny, very, like, the pitch is pitch. That's the thing I'm trying to say here. His pitch was way off, and this is during Faithfully. I literally had to turn the thing off after about 2 minutes, because it didn't get better. He didn't get better. He didn't warm it up and just kind of hit it out of the park. And I also caught a clip, I believe, of Separate Ways, and again, tossing the microphone up during, you know, the crazy note toward the end. And there are other places where he was doing that too, where he just, you know, do this with the microphone like, okay, that's not a sing-along part, Arnel. And I'll comment on Stevie Nicks in another video, but the reason I mention her here is she now sings Rhiannon monotone. There's absolutely almost zero inflection. In other words, when the part is supposed to go up, Stevie just stays where she was for the prior verse. Arnel might want to start doing that. I don't know if he's got to sing these songs or if he comes back to the band, or depending on what happens, folks, we don't know. The point being is that he was just butchering this song, and I had someone use the word butcher, and that's why I'm using it here again. Musically speaking, guitars, drums, bass, keyboards, very good. Travis, Tritt, Thibodeau, fine. Everybody else did what they're supposed to do. Musically speaking, I think the music itself, the soundtrack to Arnel sounded great. Arnel did not sound great at all. In fact, it was painful. So Journey did not go, you know, out with a bang. they went out with like a holler, and the holler was like a sour note. And again, Arnel, dude, I know if you see any of these videos, man, I think you should just sing some different material. I think this stuff is just, it's out of your league. I mean, karaoke in the Philippines, you know, is one thing. You did good with that. You came over here, I think, initially, and you did well. Revelation was a really decent album. And I think in the studio, there's stuff you can do. Live, it's a tough game. None of those bands yesterday sounded just like the record, except for one, and I'm not going to give it away. I'm going to tell you that in another video. But it's a difficult thing to try to emulate the record, but maybe sound fresh and lively, and maybe put a little bit of a different spin or take on it, but not destroy the dang thing. And I think that's what's happening with some of these legacy acts. They're just straying so far away from what we're hearing every day on the radio. Look, if you listen to classic rock or whatever it's called these days, classic hits, and then they just throw Bob FM, we play everything. Please don't play any 90s crap, Bob FM, okay? Don't play anything after the year 2000. I mean, save some face, but they'll play like one an hour, and that's when I'll go, click, this is going off. So my summary, my recap of Journey's last concert. Could it be their last concert ever? Could it? Could be. There are a lot of fans that are hoping that it just goes away for a while and maybe Steve Perry comes back, and we're not talking about Journey, we're talking about Steve Perry, because look, it just, between all the tweeting by the guitar player and all of the sour notes that I heard last night, it's just, things aren't going well for this group, and I think either they need to take a break, a long break, or a permanent break, or something. I mean, as a fan, if it comes back, it's got to come back better than this. And Neil Sean's got a lot of thinking to do about how he treats his fellow human beings and how he interacts with his fans, and maybe, you know, taking some antibiotics before he goes on meet and greets and actually does the meet and greets. That's just it. That's my video on Journey. Unfortunately, they went out with a whimper and not a bang. I will be back shortly to talk about the entire Classic East and my opinion on how it all went down. I will see you very soon.